got somewhere to dress for, and I've got no need to stress for. And so I'll always put my best forth and count my blessings. And there'll be no need for tissues, cause there'll be no further issues.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and welcome to The Organized Cook. It's Tony's 12 Days of Thanksgiving. And if you're a subscriber to my newsletter, then you know that what I do basically is break down 1 or 2 tasks every day for 12 days to get ready for Thanksgiving, so that when it comes around to Thanksgiving, you have more time to spend with your friends and family and less time in the kitchen. So what we're going to make today is a make-ahead gravy base. And so what we do is we make a base that when you cook your turkey and you bring it out, you can use those drippings from the pan to make a really quick pan gravy, because you have your base already set. And you can make this anywhere from 3 to 4, even 5 days ahead. What we're going to do is start with a roux. And if you don't know what a roux is, it's basically just butter and flour. So I'm going to go ahead and melt half a cup of butter, so 1 stick, in just a small skillet or saucepan. So that's going to melt, and then I'll mix in the flour. And you can use an all-purpose flour, or you can use a flour that's specially made for gravy that doesn't clump as much, like this type of flour. It's actually the only one I think I found that's especially made for gravy. And you can get that just where you get the baking supplies in any grocery store. So our butter's going to melt. And as it's melting, you want to make sure the only ingredients we have are butter, flour, and a chicken stock. And what you can do is you can either use a canned chicken stock, a chicken broth, or you can use some bouillon cubes and water and hot water, or you can even use that condensed chicken stock and mix that in with some water as well. The nice thing about making a gravy base is you can kind of add a little of this, a little of that, until you get that right consistency. You just want a nice thick consistency with no clumps. Okay, now that our butter is fully melted, we want to go ahead and add our flour. So it's 1, 2, 6, and 7. I'm just going to mix that together, make a nice roux. And then I have my chicken broth ready on standby to go ahead and pour that in. So what we're going to come out with here, once I bring this to a boil and then let it cool, is a really, really thick gravy with no clumps. And then I'm going to store that in the coldest part of the refrigerator. So come Thanksgiving Day, when I bring my turkey out of the oven, all I do is remove the turkey from the roasting pan and transfer that to a serving platter. And I put my roasting pan directly here on the burners. I bring out my pre-made, my make-ahead gravy base, and I mix that with some of the pan drippings. Scrape up the pan drippings with, you can deglaze it with a white wine or chicken stock. And then you add your gravy base, and then you add more stock or water. And then in just minutes, you have a beautiful turkey gravy. Okay, I think our make-ahead gravy base is done. For more tips and information about Tony's 12 Days of Thanksgiving and to sign up for our newsletter, go to tonyspilsbury.com. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
I've got surplus to give more, and we're all welcome through his door. So I got my blessings and give thanks to the man.